Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a welcome to Langhorst Field here on the campus of Elmhurst College. I'm Tim Calderwood. Kevin Jude will be alongside in a few moments as we bring you this soccer today. The Elmhurst College is 1-0 on the year, taking on Kalamazoo, who is 0-1 this season. Valerie Wesley scoring the goal of the game for the Jays. New look to this Elmhurst squad here in 2011. As the Blue Jays opening up the home portion of their schedule. Officials just about ready to go. Waiting for the ready here. Kalamazoo in the black, Elmhurst in the white. On this Sunday. And a very pleasant Sunday at that here in the Chicagoland area.
Big change from the weather that rolled through here yesterday, Tim.
Quite a change from the temperature in the press box during the football game yesterday as well.
It was hot, humid, lightning delayed football games. Some games get canceled or postponed, actually. The capping off a long weekend here for the teams.
Football started yesterday. Also volleyball tournament for Atkins as well. It's the 2011-2012 season officially underway. This is already the second match for the Elmhurst women's soccer team, who, as we mentioned, recorded a 1-0 victory over Dominican. And the Blue Jays will gain possession. Kevin, what are some of the differences between this 2011 squad versus 2010?
And Tim, and that's change that we're expecting in your last year. So better offensively. Wondering what they were going to have. Run under overall. On the back of the net. A good start. Let's very evenly play game.
Patrick.
Out in River Forest, total shots Blue stand up per second.
Early on action field. The freshman in goal.
Patrick had a very successful career. Coach Paul Webster expected an open competition in training camp. Fitzpatrick got a nod against Dominican. She gets the nod again in her first career start. The start. Stopped all three shots that she faced on Thursday.
3 freshman netminders on the Blue Jay roster for this 2011 season. And obviously one of the big keys, I imagine, for the season is how quickly you can see the development of Fitzpatrick.
All new faces on the coaching staff for Elmhurst as well this year. Last year's assistant Blue Jay, the first out on the West Coast. And this coach got and West team is
busy again. On down to the Kalamazoo. Settle down your side. Takes it one. Again.
A bad injury before the season started and be back with what midfielders from last year. Injured a knee for the season.
Searching for this after being shut something. Back towards the box. Katie Bash plays it on the far side. Back in the midfield we go. Stephanie will be down to left. Blue Jays deny.
After Saturday, the Blue Jays defenders in the preseason. Stephanie Seibel, two anchors in the middle were Elmhurst. Just Monty, one of the anchors on the outside for the Blue Jays. Morgan Bash playing on the defense side right now. She can switch around up front for small.
Free for Kalamazoo towards steered away. At the feet of Kalamazoo. Blue Jays looking to possess here for a little while.
Three Elmhurst freshman starters on the field. Fitzpatrick and ball. Shen ball midfield for the Jays.
It's a nice luxury to be able to recruit with, though. When you know that there's going to be some openings, you can go out and search for a player. You can immediately step in and start, and you have that as kind of a tip in the bag, so to speak.
Paul should do that. He said, going into last season, he was very senior. He was a big recruit last year. Also, seniors had to kind of fill those holes this year, so it was a much bigger recruiting class for them in 2011.
Stepping in front of this Alley Seibel. Along the far side. And looking to counter. We're 5 minutes into the first half. Nothing still from either side of the kick.
Pretty much in the middle of the field. Except very tough opponent in Chicago, the Maroon National. Did a lot of their game probably in the middle of the field. As well.
Open space for pitcher, dominated by the streaking Seibel.
This shot by Alex Seibel closes quickly in the middle. Good ball that time. It was Jordan Wood who related it from streaking.
Overshoot left, looking for Jordan Lewis. He will try to help down. As here for offside, but match controls for Elmhurst.
Our officials this afternoon, Todd Abraham, the man in the middle. Steve Odisho.
Came in. It is northwest at 16 miles an hour here on today. Heather leads Katie Bash. Blue Jays progressing up the field. Belmonte. And Kalamazoo's on board McCoy.
Belmonte all the way for the defensive position.
The first deep opportunity for Elmhurst on the Kalamazoo side. And they try to keep it in along the far side of the field. Some openings here on the east side. Belmonte unable to keep it in. No score in first half on Blue Jay TV. Big week of action here on Blue Jay TV. The fall season is officially kicked off. We had the football opener for you yesterday. Football back in action this week against Olivet. Also on the schedule up ahead, men's soccer against Olivet. That comes up on Tuesday. Matthew Fitzpatrick at her feet. tries the center line. And a dangerous play will be called against Elmhurst.
Almost 10 to 9 minutes in the book. Still not a shot by either squad.
Towards the box, headed free. Down by Kalamazoo. Martinez lost it and made it away.
Nice defensive play at midfield by Kalamazoo. Heather DeMoss should have maintained position, had an opportunity to start a run for the Blue Jays.
Kalamazoo in the black, Elmhurst in the white from Langhorst Field on this Sunday. A home opener for the Blue Jays. You notice a brand new turf. The first soccer match played on the turf, correct?
Yes. First Saturday out there, actually unofficial. So with the we used to Langhorst Field yesterday for the first time for a true night game. We'll be coming up for the football team next week against Olive. The women do a first game later this fall as well. I believe that's against Alverno College.
Very nice upgrade made to Langhorst Field this year.
And new field turf, state-of-the-art turfs used by the NFL team either for pay or for practice. Very safe and that's the time.
And it's quick and true as well.
When it's used by so many teams, like the Blue Jays are going to football team, soccer squad, Barron's Park this year, but the women's soccer team will play here, and then coming soon is the men's and women's lacrosse teams that will be starting up. We'll call Langhorst Field home as well. Men's lacrosse 13, women's lacrosse 14. So some field improvements were necessary.
Women's soccer team 5 games here at Lumley. 4 times Barron's Park. It's kind of a nice luxury now to be able to have 2 facilities. And according to the referee, through ball, participation.
Nice job by Jessica Cooper getting back defensively.
Elmhurst will try and set up at the end of the box. And knocked away. Good defense from Allie Seibel. Bumping bounds on the first side.
Seibel on new anchors in the middle of the for Elmhurst. Seibel very tough to beat one-on-one like that. And a very good defensive pitch. Pucks it out of play. Step for a run for Kalamazoo.
Just trying to press a hand. Ping pong around. For Megan Martinez finds that feet. Through ball towards the box. But Elmhurst with position defensively. Potential kick opportunities. It goes to the end.
Thompson almost was trying to boot it off. The Kalamazoo player set up a goal kick. Came back in. She had to play it.
And free. Martinez double team. And caressed out of the zone. Not a whole lot of possession right now from either side. We crossed 15 minutes-ish in the match.
Yeah, so far everything being put almost with 2-yard line. So not a good chance. Opportunity just here a few minutes ago by Kalamazoo. They're broken up nicely by the Hornets.
And break up the opportunity here. 31-25 first half, no shots and thus no score. Left-footed ball. This is Verbeek. Aiming for it, and it hasn't been there so far for Kalamazoo. Angle, and the whistle will go against Kalamazoo.
First foul on the Hornets. So just have a feeling that possessions might be the key here. Trying to get one good sustained possession here, so you kind of expected right now the way this pace is going, that a lot of this game might be played in the middle of the field.
You also kind of get the tone that, that first goal could be huge for these teams, which as a result of that first opportunity.
I said Kalamazoo let Sam shut out against Chicago. They're looking for their first goal of the season in 2 games. And just one goal against Dominican. They got scored in that minute and up. Sweat.
Kalamazoo is out of the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association. Blue Jays will also see Albion from the conference. Other non-conference opponents for Elmhurst. Leading up to their CCIW opener against North Park on October 1st. Be at Lawrence this week, home against Albion on Sunday. At Greenville, Eureka, home against Alverno, home against Knox. And the CCIW slate opens.
The CCIW always a tough conference. Last few years, you've kind of had 3 powerhouse ones between Wheaton, Augustana, and Illinois Wesleyan. All 3 NCAA tournament teams a year ago. For a lot of the other teams, it's almost like you're playing for just that one remaining spot in the CCIW. You know those other 3 are going to be very tough.
A hole or a room for error.
No, it doesn't. Now you know that you've got really quality clubs in the CCIW and only 14 make a CCIW tournament. It's one of the goals here. The goal game for the best and try to get yourself in coffin conference tournament, and then it can happen.
Kalamazoo with a chance on the Elmhurst side. Pushed up towards the corner. Will they have a corner? No, it's off of Kalamazoo. Goal kick upcoming. Fourth and schools. Perfectly even. Each team with a win, a loss, and a tie at 1-1-1. Exactly 1 year ago today, these teams met in Southwest Michigan. Scoreless at halftime. Jackie Short scored the only goal for Kalamazoo in the 60th minute. Each team with 7 shots in the contest. No shots so far today, though.
I said if it was anything
Offside, flags in the air. Huge opportunity, though, for Kalamazoo.
great opportunity, but the absolute right call. Probably 3-4 yards past Belmonte before the ball came in.
And so Elmhurst will have the chance to restart play.
He's mentioned, Tim, they played last year, these 2 teams, and played it to a 1-0 game. So if that's any indication of what we expected, 1 goal could easily be the difference.
And Himmel, that angle race, knocked feet. Schrader leading the break for Kalamazoo. Tripped up, falling to the field turf. And a whistle that's against Kalamazoo. Towards the box. Out to challenge comes McCoy, who will be first on the scene.
Jess Belmonte went into the box that time, given chase by Amy Bashan, but McCoy getting there first.
Megan Martinez plays it off of her teammate Verbeek, who assisted on the goal last year. On a real estate in the middle. It's Jessica Cooper. Sutter steps left. Plenty of white jerseys on the defensive end for Elmhurst. Kalamazoo just trying to find a way to push one through. Tough to do when there's 5 or 6 white jerseys around consistently defensively.
Bashan trying to flick it ahead to MacArthur, but Kalamazoo then defensively.
Katie Bashan. Leading Shapazian onto the far side of the field. Winning the battle. And there's out of bounds. Elmhurst with a chance to lock it in here. First subs are at the table here in the first half, and they will enter here. At least the linesman said they were going to enter, not so much.
Call the foul, actually not a throw-in, so not an opportunity to sub.
Into the box and knocked away. Fitted by Monty. Towards the right edge. Kalamazoo steps trouble. Searching for an opening again, and a nice job by Seibel to deny. "20 minutes in, no shots." A throw for Kalamazoo. Substitutions first. Maria Rich for the Hornets. Stephanie Berryman for Elmhurst. For Berryman, it is her first appearance of the season. Did not see action against Dominican. Freshman out of Naperville. Thomas Davis. Into the midfield. Bashan attempts to stand up. Martinez looking through into the box for the first time. Here comes a shot aiming right. And missing target.
First scoring opportunity for either squad.
Jordan Lewis from Kalamazoo with a try. And we have another substitution here for Kalamazoo. Not quite 3 hours away. Jenna Sexton is on. A freshman out of Dundee, Michigan. Fitzpatrick with a goal kick for Elmhurst, following the first shot of the day, belonging to Kalamazoo. It only took over 20 minutes. The first real offensive opportunity on the side. Amy Bashan tries through. Settled down. Raymond. Blue Jays position here. Taking some time, trying to find some feet. Eventually Kalamazoo closing, trying to find an opening here.
Offensive play, something into the box, scoring chance, and just really haven't had an opportunity to do so yet.
Couple of games today, North Central at Lawrence, and for Elmhurst. Cornelius, Augustana, Overland, Ohio, and North Park. Season openers for Illinois, Wesley, North Central, and Wheaton. Wheaton hosting the tournament. Illinois Wesley at home yesterday. North Central opening today at Elmhurst.
A lot of teams already with several games under their belts.
Into the box and by Fitzpatrick. A cross for Kalamazoo into the box. Fitzpatrick denying the redirection. Jordan Meath will push out.
I knew you were tennis. I didn't know how you...
Adam Moss. Stirring. And it's Islands again. Just Belmonte looking for a ball.
I'm actually from 20 minutes away. Kalamazoo.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I almost went to Kalamazoo.
Belmonte with the throw in. Zonked around. Here's DeMoss.
DeMoss had the assist in Thursday's game. The Blue Jays game-winning goal against Michigan.
First change direction by Kalamazoo. Long run. Sexton. Fresh legs. A through ball into the center of the box. Here's an attempt for Kalamazoo. Stood up defensively. Seibel in there.
Very nice job. Tuffy Thompson, the Blue Jay defender, who came over and took the ankle and ran that ball away. Just slowed it up a little bit for Seibel to come over and help. Otherwise, that was a great scoring opportunity for Jordan Lewis right down the middle.
I know you're waiting for some help. Dead on at that one. You got to think maybe an opportunity to take a shot there.
Yeah, she had an opening there, but like you said, they found enough time to come off the side. Great angle to the ball, just enough, and then the help came for Elmhurst.
Here comes Elmhurst with the counter. Out of the reach of Amy Bashan. And rolling towards McCoy, who will collect.
Some early results and standings already from the CCIW team. Elmhurst, like we said, will 1-0 start. Illinois Wesley off to a 2-0 start to their season. Milliken 1-0. Wheaton 2-0 as well. North Park has split their opening games. Augustana and North Central both 0-1, and Carthage 0-1 on the season. Lots of games being played over the 3-day weekend.
Inside 20 minutes remaining in the scoreless first half. Once again, it's Jenna Sexton. Out is Fitzpatrick.
Some nice, good aggressive the Blue Jay defense will come back. For that time.
Some out on the right. Shy of the box. Forced to change directions. Using the sideline, and out it goes, a goal kick.
Nice job again by Stephanie Thompson. Thompson just almost shouldered her right off the ball. It's not going to be a quarter to that.
And substitution for Elmhurst. Junior Andrea Kamak on the pitch. 17-20 left in this first half.
Nice job to keep that ball alive, keep it up.
Moss. Slight hesitation.
A little behind that. Blue Jays will push it to the opposite side of the far side of the field.
Rolling towards the sideline, played in and off of Elmhurst, setting up a goal kick for McCoy.
Very quick moving first half. Not a lot of whistles, not a lot of snap. Just 2 shots for Kalamazoo so far. That's it. The only thing in the books.
Out of 16.5 left in this first. Kalamazoo settles down the goal kick. Their offense almost looks to be playing it through and seeing if somebody can chase down on the offensive side. Blue Jays are doing a good job of, number one, kind of trapping defensively. 2-9 that through ball. Case in here.
So the strength, I believe, of the Elmhurst defense is kind of in the middle of the field there. The Blue Jays are going to be very tough to beat down the middle.
Morgan Geimer contacts with Megan Martinez.
We've seen that change in that lineup already that I talked about before. Morgan Geimer capable of playing 2 different roles for the Blue Jays, either defense or up front. And she started as a defender. She's moved up top now.
Katie Bastion with a long run.
Just had numbers on Bastion. Couldn't push her quick enough to the ball and trigger a 4-on-3.
Free at the center line. Kamak pushes wide. And the flag's in the air. Contact, a foul against Kalamazoo.
2/3 of this half in the books now. Just under 15 minutes to go. Still scoreless out of Elmhurst Field. Another throw-in opportunity here for the Blue Jays.
Trying to sustain something on the Kalamazoo side. To no avail here. Sexton. Leading Payne. On the move. Towards Sexton and out of her reach. Into the box for Patrick. Under 14 minutes left in the score first. Teams very much feel each other out here early on. Said that a lot of times early in the season as well.
Kalamazoo was scoreless with Chicago for the opening half. It was the second half where the Maroons finally broke through, putting 2 goals out of the board.
Again, a lot of white jerseys. Stephanie Thompson disrupts the go. Back onto the Kalamazoo side. And out off of Elmhurst. Substitutions for Kalamazoo. Sam Voss. Rachel Dandar. Voss is a sophomore. Dandar a freshman. Still a relatively young team for Kalamazoo and head coach Brian Govings. Only 3 seniors on the roster and a ton of freshmen as well. Sexton crossing midfield. Looking for the through. Out comes Fitzpatrick.
Came storming out of the box and just booted that one downfield out of harm's way.
Payne with a throw in right to the left of the Elmhurst bench. It ends up amongst the Blue Jays.
Looking for a better too high off the throw-in.
Belmonte tries to keep it in play, cannot. Another chance deep on the Elmhurst side here for Kalamazoo with less than 12 to play in this scoreless first. Sexton has it dong off of Katie Bashan. Little hesitation from Fitzpatrick. Diving on top.
By Steph Berryman on the far side, he was able to screen off the defender, or off the back for Kalamazoo just enough. And Packer gonna find the fall in the ball in the box.
Still in play along the far side and finally rolling out. Some space here for the Blue Jays. Thinking Katie Bashan perhaps had more opportunity to get there than she had. Kalamazoo attempting to turn again, facing the wrong way. Bashan plays it on Moss. One touch out to Geimer. And back to McCoy. Bouncing across the center line. Kalamazoo trying to pass 3 on 4. Here comes some more black jerseys as Kalamazoo enters the box. Tough angle though, and Fitzpatrick lost an opportunity to dive and a miss. And it's out of the reach of Sexton, rolling out along the near side.
I think that was Shannon Himmel who may have just gotten a foot on it to steer it away.
Another substitution for Kalamazoo.
Probably the best scoring chance of the game so far by either team.
Sheldon. Freshman out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Most of the roster for Kalamazoo based out of Michigan. Yeah, one from Kentucky and one from Colorado. Everybody else is from in-state. We're under 10 minutes to play in this half. Moss on top. Peru.
Good bash it on the nice Kalamazoo.
Moss again. Keep in play. Pushing back.
Nice ball by Belmonte.
Center. And a little too long for Geimer.
Paying the defender that time for the Hornets. Serena Oppenheimer. Quick ball.
Amy Bashan on the move. Interrupted again momentarily. Advantage. Play on according to the referee. Airborne. Along their side. Still in play. Amy Bashan doing her best. Did Moss targeting Bashan again at the shins. Moving right. Geimer attempting to chase it down with some space along the far side. Closed in nicely by Kalamazoo. Rachel Dandar in defensively. Here's a through ball into the box to Moss. Couldn't get there as McCoy was first on the scene. 7:15 first half, still scoreless. Long through ball. This could double some Moss. That first is Fitzpatrick. Right on to come out of the box in the first half.
She doesn't have to add all the roll into some box and just play.
Ahead to Bashan. Bashan trying to work right around Jordan Meath. Falls to the field.
got around Meath, but couldn't get around Pitzer, as Pitzer stood her up that time. Subs for the Blue Jays now.
Another freshman, Lexi Ladensky, out of Bolingbrook. Into the Kalamazoo bench with 6:08 to play. Got it ahead and settled down. Changing direction. Voss comes in to challenge. 2 black jerseys around. There's Sexton aiming through for Voss. Diving on top again is Fitzpatrick just in the nick of time.
Great aggressiveness by Fitzpatrick. She got a piece of it, knocked it away, and then quickly recovered, fall on top of the ball. Just for far, Tim.
It's over 5 minutes to play in the first half. Kalamazoo has had the opportunities here in the first. Poke out along the near side. Into the box. Once again, it's Fitzpatrick. Airborne to control this one. Shannon Pimmel trying to start something. Looking through towards the feet of Ladensky. Stripped out in the box. Ball is free and off the crossbar. Golden opportunity for Amy Bashan.
Blue Jay fans were looking for a foul call there, but they were able to recover. Bashan hit the crossbar, and then another shot from the far side came from Morgan Hammer off the rebound, and that was smothered up by McCoy. So the first shots of the game for the Blue Jays. First save had to be made by McCoy. Best scoring chance of the day now for Elmhurst.
And a whistle against Kalamazoo with 3:45 left in this scoreless first half. Kalamazoo takes away. And back into the box it goes.
We saw what Elmhurst offense was trying to do to them all day, and they finally got that opportunity. That one good setup and one good run. What nearly could have been a possible penalty situation there. And what Elmhurst thought was a foul in the box, but it still results in a great scoring opportunity for the Blue Jays. Just that one pass, somebody open.
I've been looking for that opportunity all afternoon long so far, early as well. 2:45 and a half. Scoreless in Elmhurst. Women's soccer action today. Kalamazoo patient. Sarah Voss denied. A lot of contact again and a whistle. As Kalamazoo is charged. Ladensky falling to the floor for Elmhurst. Back and forth we go. Geimer towards Belmonte. Little too long for Amy Bashan. Bashan is able to keep it in momentarily for a cross. So under 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes to play in the first half. No score today. Both teams have had a couple of good chances here in the first half.
Steering it to the far side, Berryman. Bringing by Kalamazoo.
Into the block again.
Good chase by Morgan Battle. The Blue Jays is almost getting a scoring opportunity.
Jordan Heath kept it away for Kalamazoo. 1 minute left. Bastion towards Bastion. Here's Katie Bastion. Hop, skip, and jump well to the right of the goal.
Couldn't get much control on the shot.
45 seconds left in the first half. Wouldn't figure Kalamazoo will be doing a whole lot here to try and press the issue. Don't make a mistake late in the half as well.
Taking their time in the back is point out.
And takes it away. With 15 seconds for leaves it for Laudensky. Out of the right side of the box. Elmhurst trying to cross. Out it goes. Goal kick. 5 seconds left. That's how the first half will end. Elmhurst and Kalamazoo score that half from Elmhurst Field. We'll break on Blue Jay TV.
Highlights, I'd probably say being on the tennis team is the first one. I get along with the guys really well. We just got back from our spring break trip in Hilton Head. That was really fun. It was good team bonding. A lot of people are friendly. I haven't met too many non-friendly people, I'd say. Everybody's pretty welcoming. The life around here, I'd say, is pretty good. I have a job off campus. I teach tennis for kids. My coach helped me out with it. He worked there when he was in high school. I mean, I try to do as much as I can while I'm here.
Ready for the second half of action in Elmhurst. Scoreless between Elmhurst and Kalamazoo in women's soccer action. First half stats fairly even as you may expect. Not a whole lot of chances from either side. Elmhurst 3 shots, Kalamazoo 2, each with 1 on goal. Each team's respective netminder has made a save. There have been 6 fouls for Kalamazoo and 3 for Elmhurst, plus an offside for Kalamazoo. That's all. 45 minutes up on the clock. Start the second half here at Langhorst Field between Elmhurst and Kalamazoo. Officials checking to make sure everybody's in place, and here we go. I expect to see a little more activity here actually early in the second half. The first half teams kind of spent time filling each other out. I'm Tip Calderwood. I have Judy Davis with me on this Sunday. For Elmhurst. Blue Jays won their opener. Kalamazoo, meanwhile, searching for goal number 1 of 2011, were shut out by 20th ranked Chicago 2-0 in their opener. First ever soccer match. We played here on the beautiful new field turf surface. Elmhurst will have a free kick here in the first minute of play, second half. And it's bumped away. Jackie Short trying to control. Kalamazoo in the black, Elmhurst in the white. In a non-conference women's soccer matchup. Just out. Kind of break under to there.
It looks like we've got a new keeper in net for Kalamazoo this half. Believe that number 1 Meredith Miles now in the net.
Kalamazoo rotating netminders. Courtney McCoy, the junior, out of Rockford, Michigan. Meredith Miles is a freshman out of Kentucky. First appearance of the season. Play in Kalamazoo's loss to Chicago. So battle of freshman keepers here in second half. Maddie Fitzpatrick remains in goal for Elmhurst. And in the match, and select if you will. Kylie MacArthur. He's too long on the far side.
Belmonte making a run from that outside back position. But a little too far out of bounds.
Just underway in the second half. Kalamazoo pressured on the side. Big for Jordan Lewis. And back it goes to Meredith Miles. Kalamazoo carries far side. Tries to play through. Out his side will head the way.
Very good closing on the ball. And we'll set in front of the helmet. Headed out of his way.
Very Elmhurst team there. Just 3 on the roster. Stephanie Thompson, Wesley, and Heather DeMoss. Elmhurst trying to pressure with Geimers, and Geimer winning the ball. Through into the box. A little strong bash, and out it comes. Kate bashing again. Brought in by Jordan Lewis. And a foul against Kalamazoo. Megan Burns shoving Geimers a little slow to stand up.
Grabs the left shoulder. Big she got. When she fell, she kind of fall on the shoulder a little bit. Trying to stretch that arm out.
Free kick out Kalamazoo's side. Bumped back towards midfield. And Mole. Too long, rolling out into the gym. And an opportunity here for Meredith Miles. Playing short.
Not sure it's the greatest idea here. The Blues is pressuring a little bit. Fight back to go short and setting on field. They've had a couple better opportunities from the long ball.
Miles racing right, beating DeMoss to the free ball. 5 minutes into the second, we remain scoreless. Ball shoots up into the bleachers across the way that were full yesterday for the football game. The visiting sideline for football. First football team 50-20 over Loris. 6 points was the margin of victory. That was the first broadcast of the year here on Blue Jay TV. And some more coming up this week. And on Saturday, first ever night game. All that. Little side wide challenge for Kalamazoo. And it's too long. Foot of Maria Rich. And a substitution as Shelly Shapazian returns.
the third shot of the Kalamazoo. 3 shots. One goal for each team. That's it.
37:58 to play in regulation. Scoreless. Schrader pushes along the far side. Need airborne head away. Still.
Good for Elmhurst.
2-on-1 if they can hurry. Cannot. The Blue Jays will elect some time again. Box and turning, cleared away. Shapadian will get the opportunity there.
Looking for Amy Bash in the middle, but broken up nicely. Original run was broken up by Jessica Cooper for the Hornets.
Jackie short. The box is short. Now sliding. And first on the scene.
And played by Fitzpatrick, going over to make the save or to get that ball out of harm's way. Nice sit also. Very slowed down the defender or the offensive player that was loose. Or check that short rather for Kalamazoo.
Both teams have had a couple of quick chances here as the second is about 10 minutes into the second half, remaining scoreless. The early season, both of these teams rather than try to force things. You know, a lot of times you see forced opportunities, but these teams are very steadfast in their offensive approaches.
Ball in the middle of the field for the Blue Jays, but Ashton did not also get a solid ball. Also bad back off.
And Gordon Lewis jacked it down. Nope. Stephanie Thomas for the Blue Jays. There's Maria to the side of the box. And she's there again for the contact outside of the box along the end line. Play into the box. All the way and just over the crossbar off the foot of Jackie Short.
Great scoring chance that time for Kalamazoo, and Short just sailed it high.
Fourth shot for Kalamazoo in the match. And a substitution as well. Rachel Pitzer, one of the seniors, returns to the field.
Quick restart here for Elmhurst in the middle.
Shannon Pimmel through for DeMoss. Angling right wide, can she win the race? Just to the left.
Open net that time for Amy Bash, and she just shipped it wide. As the Blue Jays had Miles beaten that time.
Miles forced Bashan's hand a little bit as well. And tried to settle a bit, but with the charging Miles was forced to aim for the left corner. Just couldn't put through. 33-25 left in this one. And the spoilers affair. Here's Bashan again. DeMoss tries to throw it away through from Black Shirties. Shannon Pimmel. Towards Basham, right foot. For Shapazian.
Spain got turned around by the pass that time, Tim.
But Elmhurst will retain possession.
Starting to get a few more chances outside here, like in this half.
In the box. Rotating left in MacArthur. And out it goes. Done a job of pressuring Earl set. Kalamazoo. For Jordan. Steps in front first. Now here's Payne far side. Still circuit towards the box. Headed away by Seibel.
Just missed on a couple of connections there. Kalamazoo able to each time regain possession and threaten.
So we'll see if Kalamazoo can sustain anything offensively here. DeMoss with other ideas. Couldn't keep it in play on the far side. Chipped up towards the box. Sends it down away as it is Patrick, who recovers back towards the goal. Centering attempt again, cleared away.
Elmhurst, let's see if they just try a little touch pass here. They've got moving towards the middle.
A national not too long for Asian.
Ball a little bit more towards the field.
We got on 15 minutes into the second half. No score. Asian challenging in the box. Here's Bastion again. Now DeMoss. Hitting left side. Kalamazoo very good at closing defensively here today. And Pimmel dead on for DeMoss. Aiming left again. Here's Berryman. Kalamazoo forces it back towards midfield. We'll shoot it in. Richard Bastion on the edge.
Bastion too far. Right around about maybe 25 yards out or so. See if they're going to try to pull the trigger on those and start taking some shots more from the top.
Jenna Sexton is in for Kalamazoo. Out from the box. One thing you're seeing here in the second half definitely is Elmhurst continually putting it in the box. Trying to force Meredith Miles into some decisions and perhaps coax the defense into making a few mistakes. Geimer returns for Elmhurst. Here comes Kalamazoo with the counter. 3 on 5 though. And taken by Kate Bastion. Soaring out. Kalamazoo ball. Kalamazoo turning. Schrader. Back to the feet of Cooper. Denied by DeMoss. Asian turns. Sliding Pimmelner side, able to keep it back. Box, Geimer trying to turn, stood up there, back to DeMoss. She'll put through, it's knocked away. DeMoss's attempt blocked by Kalamazoo. Geimer again, back to DeMoss.
I like to see that, though, as the Blue Jays win the opportunity just to pull the trigger on a few shots from outside there. Never know what kind of deflection you might get.
Corner kick, perhaps? No. Right on top. So it was a goal kick.
Not one corner kick yet in this match. That's already well over an hour.
27 minutes left. 0-0. Back to Berryman. On the move. Denied. Side.
I think you've noticed a little bit this Tim Elmhurst having some very good possessions offensively.
Sustained possession.
Yep, seem to control him a lot of games of staff and outside of the field. Just as I said, Kalamazoo starting to slowly push up.
Stephanie Verbeek. Restart play here momentarily. Megan Martinez returns. Verbeek quickly throws it away. And we'll go in the direction of Elmhurst. 26 and change to play. Side. Through toward Geimer. Inside position by Kane. Steps in front. Raider. Down the cell. And it's pushed away again. Belmont defense. Out it goes. Two more bodies of the Blue Jays. Andrea Kamak, Lexi Laudensky return. Elmhurst with the throw in this scoreless match. 20 minutes into the second. A little more offense from each side here in the second half. But still no finders. Nice challenge from Berryman defensively.
Opportunity that's at Kalamazoo. Barry steps up and takes it away.
Ball through for Geimer. Burns. Geimer all over Burns, challenging. And Kalamazoo has no choice but to send it out of play.
Very good brush from Geimer, nowhere for Burns to go, but backwards, and then Kalamazoo just poked it right into the Elmhurst bench for a Blue Jay throw.
Come back. Turning. Waiting, seeking an opening. Quick one batch. Pulled off from Moss. Dangerous situation here if you're Kalamazoo. Hornets appear to be scrambling at the moment defensively to try to end in the right spot. Well, with 23:35 to play, Kalamazoo will have a throw in before substitution. Sam Moss re-enters. Each shot on goal. That's been it so far today.
Bucks had to do a fair amount of work, but no, not a lot of opportunities. One set for Patton first half. Boy had to make a save for the Zoo. That goal in the first half after the Blue Jays hit the crossbar.
And another throw coming here for Elmhurst. Berryman with the honors. Right down in front of the scorer's table. Leading Bastion. Ball is free into the box.
Remember, got a piece of it. Let's see. We don't know. It will be another goal kick. Maybe it may have deflected off of Kalamazoo for a corner.
And another substitution. So the Danbar returns for Kalamazoo. Still scoreless.
Foul goes against the Hornets.
Here's the free kick. Short. And rolling out.
Trying to play just Monty on a run off the far side and just led way too far.
.105 to play.
This game definitely at the pace, Tim, where we said one goal very well could be, and the way we're being, the way this game's shaped up, are likely to be the difference.
Danbar runs out of real estate. Kylie McClure back on for Elmhurst with 20:23 left.
And he back has a seat for the Blue Jays.
Berryman stood up. Danbar tries to turn. Feeds Voss, thread in a needle. That's played away by the side.
Beaten very into the outside recovery. That's on ball against Ellie Simon to end the threat by Kalamazoo. So the Hornet possession now. Throw.
Box turning. Chance. Yes to the right. The foot of short.
This is Katie Bastion rather, will head to the bench for Burry. Blue Jays running further that time by Ritt.
Offside. At 18-5. Kalamazoo has been dictating the pace a little bit late. He counted up.
Good run from that time by Wadensky. But unable to get anything into the middle of the field. Error errant thrown by the Blue Jays is a goal kick and another substitution for Kalamazoo as well.
Jessica Cooper on. 17:55 left. No goals of yet. Why not? Kamak has a try. From 25 yards away at an angle left.
Heather DeMoss to the bench as Katie Madden back in now for the Blue Jays.
17 and to play. Ricocheting around. Kamak looking for an opening. Stepping away. And our good control. Airborne. And our swap. Berryman will bring it ahead for Elmhurst. And our stepping in defensively. Contact. And this will go against Elmhurst.
Booster back on.
Backward center strike. Heads it forward. And the feet of Martinez. Moving right. Payne. Able to direct into the box. Island is Fitzpatrick with a sliding stop.
Nice shot by Fitzpatrick taking away the cross.
And a whistle against Elmhurst.
Geimer whistled to the foul that time. The Hornets a free kick right at midfield.
Coming up on 15 minutes left. Here's a good chance, but denied Blue Jays. Martinez saw some space.
Good recovery by the defenders. As Martinez said, dribbled her way past back and into the center of the field.
Sustained run for Elmhurst. Rolling out. And goal kick. Returning for Elmhurst is Amy Bashan. Kamak toward the box. And Geimer comes in to challenge Miles.
Strong pass, just a little too far out of the reach of Morgan Geimer. Couldn't go out in time to pull the trigger. The two passes to set up that run.
By Kalamazoo.
We'll just definitely control the pace this half. Ball's been in our offensive zone for a half, but not credit to Kalamazoo's defense.
And away it comes. And our near Mac continues to cure. Led by Barry. The pass targeted for will have it. 19. This is out on the zoo. Ball. denied. Sure turns into the away. Kalamazoo looking for a distinction here. Sure again. As it through.
Ball in the middle of the field almost in the forms of Stephanie Thompson and Ashley Simon. Blue Jays defense. They have not let get past them today.
Still off her side. Winning 8 to pick for the match here in Elmhurst. Long run for Ashton. Denied by Cooper.
Pressure by Geiger. They have a chance.
Crosses. Able to strong, aiming for MacArthur. Under 12 minutes play, scoreless match. Little one touch too far off the foot of Voss, and substitutions each way. For Beacon, short return for Kalamazoo. It's DeMoss on again for Elmhurst. Volleyball around along the far side. Geimer all by herself. Reel it in. Too long from Geimer here. Rolled sway to Elmhurst bench. 11 minutes left. Berryman. Tossing towards DeMoss. Surrounded. Sybil served it up. Two ball jerseys, Ash and tries to step in. A little more see from each of these teams.
Realize the crowd to get shot on here. They don't want to end this in regular.
I sit out off of him. Referee will back up the throw-in location. Foul. With a foot. MacArthur. MacArthur. Leads too long. Himmel. Not her attempt. 15 to play. There's a 6-shot opportunity. Dying.
And Matty Fitzpatrick, just a dead sprint, saw them they had gotten clean past the Kalamazoo had clean past Blue Jays defense. Fitzpatrick all up to challenge. Were banged up in the process with the collision.
They'll wave on the trainers here as the clock is stopped with 8:46 left. Kind of like here for each team.
Towards the sideline.
position just outside of the box.
Patrick will try and trying to walk that off just a little bit. That contact as well.
Yeah, that was the best opportunity of the match so far for Kalamazoo easily.
You can notice if you watch Patrick right here in front of us, she's just a little bit after that collision. She's trying to walk it off, and Kalamazoo going to get help off the field.
Nice round of applause from those gathered at Elmhurst Field today. Looks like that is Sam Voss for Kalamazoo. Nope.
16 for Beek.
Stephanie Verbeek.
So it will be a Kalamazoo throw, and after Patrick's clear sell
And we're good to go. He's starting play with 8:43. For Kalamazoo. Out now offside. And to Elmhurst. Kalamazoo again and trying a counter. And our push left. Swing. Opportunity.
right into the press from Maddie Fitzpatrick.
It looks like they're shot a bit earlier than they thought. But a shot of the game from Kalamazoo. Came from Megan Mertens. Comes Kalamazoo on one. Top of it is Fitzpatrick. And Kalamazoo scores the first goal of 11. 7:34. Fitzpatrick. Just too many black jerseys.
Yeah, not much you can do in that time. Just a memorable situation.
City Gold Gate down south behind. Here's for some models. Meredith Miles. The ball around a bit. Time.
Start to eat up a little here for Kevin now that you've got the cushion.
On the flip side, maybe that sense of urgency from Elmhurst on the offense and it feels like they're at various points today. Another through ball. Offside, though. Once again, Jordan Lewis attacking the goal. They'll restart with 6.5 to play. Kalamazoo leading home. And Burns on the side. Headed the wrong way. Steps in. And offside again. And Sexton guilty this time.
That time, but issues on side and definitely shifting here in favor of the Hornets. So 3 straight on-man rush that Kalamazoo has had here late in the second half.
Counter. Push. Whistle. 5:35 left. Kalamazoo, 83rd minute. First goal of 2011 for the Hornets. In the box. And leapfrog. Nothing Kalamazoo. Challenging again. Who's Durden? Playing through. And Bowery. This will go out off Peter.
1.5 minutes left in this game. We're just going to have to start pushing the tempo here. Try to get the equalizer.
Referee backing up. Berryman's throw-in. Looking for Katie Bashan. Cycle out into the Elmhurst bench with 4:08 left. Everybody back defensively for Kalamazoo.
Yeah, Kalamazoo are going to try to just pack it in a little bit. They're that much more difficult for the Blue Jays to get that game-tying goal.
Out of bounds. And bumped away. Throw it along the near corner. Can almost treat it like a corner kick here. With 3:28 to play. And Kalamazoo on top 1-0. Throw in for the box. Geimer surrounded. Back to DeMoss. Challenge there as well. Swing and a miss. In the box in. Geimer trying to turn. Clear away. Back on. Push left.
One person missed, but couldn't get past the second defender.
Here's Thompson. Number of the Blue Jays. In the box. Rotating left. And through and clear away again with 2-4.
By that's Pitzer, I believe, in the box. And we see that one out of play. Another opportunity for Elmhurst as precious time continues to stay away.
Moss into the box. Good opportunity. Miles goes out of position. Kalamazoo denies the chance.
Miles is going to pushed it forward, but now they go clear. Came right back. Another opportunity for the Blue Jays, but they couldn't do anything with it.
Kalamazoo goal. Held on 2 minutes to play. A foul against Elmhurst. Just the 6th against the Blue Jays today.
Less than 2 minutes to go now.
Another odd rush for Kalamazoo. This time Fitzpatrick waits and forces Lewis to miss it.
Lewis just let it fall into the box this time. Chance to come out and smother that one.
Down to a minute and a half. Lewis again. Fitzpatrick. In. Well, 8 to play. Geimer. Girl. Play by Burns. 1 minute.
Put this ball off as you.
Pressuring here with seconds left. Patrick. And on to the Kalamazoo side. Blue Jays down a goal, trying to push. He, in the words of wisdom from head coach Paul Webster, is saying push up 20 seconds left. 6 inning away along the far side.
Road now mounts pretty much do it here for this game as there's less than 10 seconds to go.
Kalamazoo may not even need to throw this ball back into play. They won't. Only goal coming from Jordan Lewis in the 83rd minute, breaking up a scoreless tie. The first goal of the season for Kalamazoo, who earned their first victory here at Elmhurst today, winning 1-0. Each team is 1-1 on the season. Next matchup for the Blue Jays. Lawrence University, 5 o'clock in Wisconsin on September 7th. Home appearance will be here at Elmhurst on Sunday at noon against Alien. The head for Blue Jays, who fall 1-1 here on Blue Jays, will have a action up for you on Tuesday. Follow that football as well on Saturday. Look for you summer, fall, and do on party on third, I'm all the best for in the